welcome back. Welcome back to the show, everybody. It's a flatbread recipe that took the internet by storm this year. I had never heard of this before the producers told me. Not only is it easy to make, it is also a great way to add some protein to your meals. I'm very curious. Here with the recipe and the scoopage, give it up for foodie queen Stephanie Hansen.
Okay.
I had not heard of this.
This is a protein-packed flatbread. And do you like mayonnaise or do you like horseradish cream?
What?
Do you like mayonnaise or horseradish cream? I made you a little sandwich.
I prefer. Oh. I'll do the mayonnaise. Horseradish cream. Okay, fine. I'll do the horseradish cream. I didn't know.
Well, it's gonna do the mayonnaise.
I didn't know the studio audience was so invested in the horseradish, but okay, yeah.
Okay, so this is the flatbread. It's flavored with some oregano and Italian seasonings. It's got turkey, provolone, little mayonnaise. How do you feel about it? It looks like this.
It's good, but I'm sure you're gonna tell me.
Yep.
Because I come from a place of ignorance on this. Why is it trending?
Because, Jason,
What's so special about it?
It's very easy to make.
Okay.
And it has cottage cheese in it. Jason normally does not like cottage cheese, so we tricked him. And that one I made yesterday. This one I just made this morning, so just taste that bite.
Does this have cottage cheese in it?
No. It has lots of cottage cheese. It's only cottage cheese. It's Kemp's cottage cheese. It's 1 cup plus a teaspoon of sugar plus 2 eggs. There is absolutely no bread in that at all. And it tastes like bread, doesn't it? Because it doesn't taste like cottage cheese, I know this.
Okay.
Because I was so surprised.
I think I'm going to hate this day for the rest of my life. But
no, you're not.
No, I'm going to, because that is really good.
I know! I was skeptical too. I really was. I was like, oh, one of these internet trends.
Because bread substitutes usually end up being an utter disappointment.
Horrible. Like they're just gross.
There are like 3 people that can do cauliflower crust good, and the rest should be thrown in the trash.
So imagine, like this has 14 grams of actually it has 28 grams of protein in that entire flatbread. So if you wanted to make a half for a sandwich, you're getting 14 grams. And if you wanted to make pizza, people put like pizza on it, and it's delicious.
And no carbs.
No carbs. So we're just gonna blend up a cup of cottage cheese and 2 eggs.
I'll act like I'm not seeing that.
That's fine. A little oregano, a teaspoon of salt. And it ends up making.
What is that little thing? What is that device?
This is just a little blender.
Oh, okay.
A little Cuisinart.
Okay, a little
Cuisinart.
Now,
you can do this with parchment paper. I happen to have the fancy Silpats, which work great. So we're gonna spray, cooking spray, right? Okay, so you just literally are gonna like pour it down.
You just pour it on the Silpat?
Yes, yep, or parchment paper works too. I've done it in both. I ran out of parchment paper.
That's all right. And that's what you do to make it?
Yes. And then you can kind of come through and you can just spread it out a little bit.
And you said you were skeptical too.
Oh, I totally was. And it cooks at 350 degrees for 40 minutes.
That's it?
And the recipe actually says 45 minutes from Kemp's. For me, it only took 40 minutes because my oven runs a little hot.
Yeah.
So when you see it looking like where it's got a brown edge, you're done.
Like this, like the one, the finished product one.
And there is one piece of tech you need. You let it sit for about 5 minutes till it cools. Because if you try to take it off too fast, it'll crumble up. So it's just got to take a minute to set.
Let it set. Don't touch it.
So
can you also, can you also restate what you just said? Because I don't think enough people know. It's like, you're wearing your wrong shoe size, truly, you're wearing the wrong bra size. Also, another fact of life, most people's ovens need to be recalibrated, right?
Yes, a lot of ovens are anywhere from 25 to 75 degrees off.
Yeah.
So that's why when you're writing recipes, it's hard to say exactly because my oven might run a little bit. That's why you always have a range. The trick is when you have a recipe that has a range, put your timer on the first number. And then you can always add more time, but you can't take it away.
Yep.
So like I said, this was 40 minutes for this one, and I've cooked it twice, actually 3 times, and another time it took me 43 minutes to get that nice crispiness. But that's really all it is. And it's tasty, it's healthy for you. It's just, I was so stunned at how great this was.
I am stunned as well.
And I knew you didn't like cottage cheese, so I was trying to hide it. Because I wanted to convert you, because I think a lot of people, it's a texture issue.
It is a texture. No offense to Kemp's or any, no offense, y'all make good products, but I don't like cottage cheese.
Okay, and when you blend it up, you can make it with dressing, you can make it with dip. I mean, honestly.
Okay, now settle down. I'm just gonna do this. I don't know if I'm doing anything else with it.
It's still Crocktober too, so we're gonna come back and I'm gonna show you a new soup I made.
When we come back after this, stay with us. Authentically, really? This is great.
And especially like for you that you're trying to get more protein.
Let's make it a good day.
Welcome back. More with Stephanie Hansen. This is her time of the year. It is Crocktober. She's all in it. She's in it to win it. She loves this. Nobody loves a slow cooker more than this woman. What do we? Another recipe. What do we have today?
We do have another recipe. So I love a good broccoli cheese soup, right? And when I go to a restaurant, I can't resist not ordering it. So I wanted to find a way to make it in the crock pot and make it so that it was still creamy and dreamy and the cheese would get all melty. So I have made the Crockpot broccoli cheese soup. Do you want a little garnish?
Sure.
Okay, so we'll put a little pumpkin seeds on there and make it look pretty.
Look at that little crock.
Yeah, it's so cute. This is when you're styling a cookbook, small dishes make things look bigger.
May I?
Yeah, so I made I cooked it overnight. This is a broccoli cheese soup, and it has another secret ingredient. It has a little bit of whipping cream, heavy whipping cream, which you would expect in a creamy soup. But it also has cottage cheese. We are amping up, again, the protein. The cottage cheese.
I'm one recipe from removing you.
I know. You guys, when you blend that cottage cheese in the same way that we did for the flatbread, you can substitute it for like heavy cream. You can substitute it for cream cheese. It's really super versatile. And cheesy soups, right? Like cheesy soups. Who doesn't want cheesy soups? But if you could have cheesy soups with a little more protein, feels just a little bit less decadent, and it's super tasty.
You sit on a throne of lies.
I do. But did you think it was good?
You have betrayed me.
I just sort of, a little.
No, you know, that one, I will, let me be very honest. Let me be very honest. Flatbread, A+++.
Okay.
This, I don't love broccoli cheese soup, so I have that. And, but I will, here's where I'm gonna give it a big yay. Broccoli cheese soup can be too thick for me and can be like,
yeah.
The first thing I was going to acknowledge before you revealed your trickery was I was like, oh, this isn't that thick and heavy. This is delightful. So I guess I like it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
I am a connoisseur of broccoli cheese
soup
because I eat it, and a lot of times it sits around too long and it gets super thick and gross.
Yeah, you can spackle your wall with it after a while.
I really thought, I thought this was cookbook worthy. And if you want to make it fancy, just put a few pumpkin seeds. You can frizzle a little sage on there, give it that kind of festive fall feeling.
But unlike Stephanie, don't lie to your guests. Just tell them right away that it's like a...
I knew you didn't like cottage cheese, so I was scared.
I love you. Give it up for Stephanie Hansen, everybody. Stephanies Dish is where you can find these recipes. Boop, right there. Don't forget to download the newest episode of Taste Buds on Fox Local. We're going to take a break. What is happening in the TV industry? One man knows. We're talking to producer Patrick when we come back. That's really good. Again, but I'm not a thick, cheese soup kind of guy.